Hello and welcome to the 2-minute series. The topic for today are the keystone and link species. Now in continuation to the different types of community characteristics that are there in a biotic community, two important characteristics are being discussed today. The first is keystone species. Now amongst the plethora of species that are present in a community, we've discussed that community is made up of several populations which has several species. So there are multiple species that are there in a community. Amongst all these species, often it is seen that there is one species which has a very high influence on the entire community. This might not depend on the number of this particular species, or for that matter its biomass or its abundance in that particular region. So this is what makes this particular species very unique, that despite it being low in number, despite it being low in abundance, it is going to have a major impact on that particular community. For example, the fig trees are a classic example. In the tropical rainforest, what happens is that in these rainforests there is a tree that grows, that is the fig tree, and this provides a fruit, that is the fig fruit, and fig fruit is what sustains majority of life or other species in the tropical rainforest, especially during the stress seasons. So that is why the fig tree is very important for this particular community, and this is the keystone species. This is different from dominant species because dominant species will be high in density, though the influence will not be as much as the keystone species. So this is one thing. Next, you need to know about some species which are known as the link species. These species provide a link in a particular ecosystem, or for that matter in a community. For example, this link can be between the soil and the plant. For example, the mycorrhiza that we had studied, the species is what is providing a link between the nutrients from the soil which it is transferring to the trees. So that is how it is acting as a link species. Some type of species might help in pollination from flowers, and as a result of which they are acting as a link between that flower as well as the environment. So such kind of species are very much important and are known as the link species, or also the critical link species. So that's about keystone species and link species, and that's about our discussion today. I thank you all for watching the video.